about to give them what they want.
Go Beastmode, dude.
I don't think they're ready for this, though. Beast mode, beast mode, beast mode, beast mode, beast mode, beast mode, beast mode.
What's good, YouTube? You know who it is. Chris Jones, representing Pump Chasers, and you already know. Head on down to TigerFitness.com and get your Pump Chaser subs. Get your creatine, your pump and grind, your GF weight. Fuck with your boy, baby. You know where to go. 30 minimum. 30 minimum. Okay? So let's get to today's topic. Today's topic is partial reps. Whether you may or may not be aware, partial reps are growing in popularity. Lengthened partials, to be specific. There's science backing up that a lot of the bro scientists, the great bro scientists of the past. You know, people used to say shit like bro science as an insult. Like, I would notice a lot of the science crowd, I used to call them the science hippies, they would say shit like bro science as an insult. It's funny how science is coming out and proving that some of the shit the bro scientists were saying was true. Like mind muscle connection.
I think the biggest mistake is that you go to the gym and you go through the motion, but you don't really have your mind inside the muscle. So when you do a bicep curl, I can't just stand there like this.
Arnold said that shit. The bro scientists, to some degree, had a lot of this shit right. So partial reps, lengthened partials are proven to build muscle. Science is literally backing up that having your muscle in a lengthened position under load really taxes those muscle fibers and will increase your growth potential. So if muscle growth, muscle hypertrophy is your number one goal, make sure you're controlling that negative and make sure you're also embracing that tension, that stretch position under load. That's gonna really give you some great gains. But my thing is this, guys, and this is my opinion on lengthened partials. My opinion on partial reps in general, obviously science says they're great. The bro scientists of the past swore by them. However, don't forget, guys, every muscle group, I've been saying this shit for years. Every muscle group, whether it's the pecs, biceps, etc. Yes, it's one muscle group, but every muscle group is made up of a fuckload of fibers. So yes, you see one of my pecs right here, but what makes this pec, what gives it this shape, is it has a shitload of fibers. And if you want to stimulate as many muscle fibers in any given muscle group, it's best to hit full range of motion. Because we don't want to just stress our muscles in the lengthened stretch position. Remember, energy works both ways. And when we work out, that's our energy in motion. Notice, when it comes to energy, there's negative and positive. You gotta have both. Notice when we're working out, we gotta have negative reps, eccentric, and we have positive reps, concentric. Just like there's negative and positive energy, there's negative and positive reps. That's why we're working out. That's our energy literally in motion. So yes, stressing and taxing your muscles in the negative rep, stressing and taxing your muscles in the lengthened, stretched position under load is going to give you some great gains and, based off the science, the most growth. But if you want mass with class, don't neglect the other side. We must stretch the muscle under load, and we must squeeze and shorten the muscle under load. We don't want to just tax the muscle in the lengthened stretch position. We want to tax the muscle in the shortened squeeze position as well. We need both. Energy works both ways. Stressing the muscle with negatives, stretching the muscle with positive. Stretch and squeeze, lengthen and shorten. So we need to be hitting full range of motion. Not only full range of motion, but we need to hit the muscle from a variety of angles. That's why on chest day, I don't suggest you just go to the gym and do some barbell or some dumbbell bench. That's great. You stimulated a shitload of fibers, right? But let's also get some pec flies in and really squeeze those pecs. That's gonna hit your muscles from a different angle. Not only your muscles from a different angle, you're gonna stimulate those fibers differently. You're gonna connect with those fibers a little differently. So don't just go to the gym and hit some barbell bench or some dumbbell bench and go home. Hit your bench press and hit some kind of fly variations. Why? Because we don't want just mass. We want mass with class. So the point I'm trying to make is this. Partial reps are beneficial, but do not neglect the full reps. Make sure you're getting that full range of motion and make sure you're hitting the muscle from different angles. So when it comes to partial reps, use them as an intensity enhancement. So let's say, for an example, you're doing 3 sets of bench. You're in your third and final set, get as many as you can do, then bang out as many partial reps as you can to further tax that muscle. You can no longer go full range of motion, get as many as you can on the partials. Then maybe drop the weight again, do some more. Perfect way to incorporate partials in your regimen. Still get those full reps, because remember, every muscle group is made up of a shitload of fibers. To tax as many fibers as possible to bring a quality defined look to your body, hit full range of motion and hit different angles. Hit the muscle from different angles and hit full range of motion, and throw in these partials when you can no longer do full range of motion as intensity enhancements. That way you get the best of both worlds. Now, without making this video too long, let me show you some examples of using partials as intensity enhancements, okay? So I just got done training with a buddy of mine named Darian Hill. He's competing for his pro card this Saturday. So he's in town and we did a shoulder and arm workout. I'll be posting that workout probably tomorrow, okay? I just gotta edit it and put it together, do a little voiceover for you guys. But here's a clip of us using partial reps as an intensity enhancement. As you see, we're doing side laterals on this machine right here. And this is the final set. I believe we did like 4 sets this day. On the final set, after he could do no more full reps, he did some partials. I believe he did anywhere from 20 to 30 partials. He really burned and smoked them shoulders out. And as we know, the science people, the science community, they've been sharing these studies, partials work. Especially lengthened partials. You know, really taxing your muscles in that lengthened stretch position. Now, let me show you another example right here. Now, this example right here is what we call a double drop set, which is another intensity principle we can cover in some future videos. But as you see right here, side raises done with 40 pounds. I'll try to speed this shit up so it kind of lines up with my words. 40 pound side raises, did about 8 to 12 reps, right? Drop the weight immediately, goes to 30. Bang out about 8 to 12 more reps. Then the final 20 pounds. Now keep in mind, this is the final set. This is the third and final set, okay? So 20 pounds, bang out as many as you could, and then some partials. So as you see, guys, partials are great and we're utilizing them in this routine. You know, again, partials work, especially the lengthened partials under load. However, still get that full range of motion in. Don't just go to the gym doing a whole bunch of partial reps. We want mass with class. Let me tell you something. You might not be able to tell when somebody's really bulky if they have a real classic physique. What I mean by classic physique, I mean a physique that's not only big, but has those fine lines and tie-ins. A lot of times, People prep for these shows and they get very lean and they still lack that hardness and that detail and that striated look because quite frankly, fibers are not being stimulated to their fullest potential. That's one of the reasons why I always like doing pyramid sets. I would notice, as the weight get heavier, it'll be harder for me to really get all the way up. But I can still get it about right here. So I would like doing pyramids. I would do lightweight for like 20 reps and then every set add more weight. By the time I get to my heaviest set, I'm very pumped. And although I can't go all the way up with good form with the heaviest weight, my muscles are still feeling that stress. And it's funny how science is literally proven that although I wasn't able to get a full range of motion, I was in fact still benefiting from that shit. So definitely the next time I bulk, I'm gonna get back in my pyramids. It's a fact that partial reps do work, but do not forget to get full range of motion in too, because we want to stimulate as many fibers as possible. I cannot stress that shit enough. Well, anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope my tips were able to help somebody out. You already know, if you're looking for an online coach to help you with those macros, to help you get hoe ready, hit your boy up at beastmode316.com. I got some merch over there as well. Get you a hoe ready stringer. Fuck with your boy. You already know. Head on down to TigerFitness.com and get your Pump Chaser subs. Much love, you guys. Don't forget to like my shit, comment, subscribe, and holler back at your boy. Peace.
We need a moment of silence before we fuck up these weights.